Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for clicking on 5 News Web News. It is Friday, April 19th. I'm Matt Heckel, and here's some of the top stories we've been following today here on 5 News. 4 days after the Boston Marathon bombings, there have been fast-moving developments in the search for the bombers overnight. One suspect is dead, another still on the loose. Adriana Diaz is at the scene of the bombing with the latest on the massive manhunt.
Heavily armed SWAT teams with search dogs are going door to door in the lockdown Boston suburb of Watertown. Entire blocks have been evacuated as officers search for 19-year-old marathon bombing suspect Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. He's believed to be from one of the former Soviet republics near Chechnya. His 26-year-old brother, also a bombing suspect, was killed in a shootout with police overnight. The deadly confrontation came hours after the FBI released surveillance video and photos of the brothers near the bombing site.
It's crazy. It's not possible. I can't believe it.
An uncle of the suspect says they've been in the United States for at least 7 years. Police started zeroing in on the brothers after they apparently shot and killed a security officer on the campus of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The officer was sitting in his car when he was shot multiple times. Investigators say the brothers then carjacked a Mercedes SUV at gunpoint and later released the driver unharmed. But when police caught up with them, authorities say the suspects fired at officers and threw explosives from the car as they tried to get away. Residents in this quiet suburb of Watertown woke up overnight to the sound of sirens, gunshots, and explosions.
Came out to see what was going on. Heard a loud explosion. The sky lit up.
The governor of Massachusetts and Boston's police commissioner told all area residents to stay inside.
We're asking people to stay indoors with their doors locked and not to open the door for anyone other than a properly identified law enforcement officer.
The city's entire mass transit system was shut down and businesses were asked not to open. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Boston.
Meanwhile, here at home, a young Montrose woman has been arrested after police say she was part of a bomb threat at Elkins High School last month. Officers say 18-year-old Amanda Starlipper apparently persuaded a minor to write the threat on March 20th. The two of them and another minor said they wanted a day off of school and they thought that was a good way to do it. Well, business owners are starting to pick up the pieces after a fire at a Bridgeport shopping complex either destroyed or damaged all of them. The blaze started around 7 o'clock Wednesday night and took crews hours to get it under control. Fire officials say Total Dental is destroyed and the surrounding stores have a lot of smoke and water damage. Where or how the fire started is still unknown, but the state fire marshal has been called in. Now, some of the owners told us they were shocked this happened, but it's not going to stop them from getting back on their feet.
Well, we're out of commission for a little while, but we'll be back. We'll be back up and running, get back open, take care of our patients as soon as we can.
We're just going to kind of take a pragmatic approach to it right now and figure out where we are and make a determination if we can reopen here or if we have to go somewhere else.
Now, owners say their next step is to secure the building to prevent any further damage. We're still trying to find out the name and condition of a man who was injured in an accident on Interstate 79 yesterday. That happened around 11:30 in the morning near the Lost Creek exit. Police say the man was headed south when he veered left. He tried to regain control and veered all the way to the right side of the road. And that's when things took a turn for the worse. He hit an embankment and the car flipped several times. Crews had to cut him out of that car and he was flown to Ruby Memorial Hospital. As soon as we hear how he's doing, we'll be sure to let you know. And police are searching for a Randolph County man. 33-year-old Alan J. Damastis was last seen last month. Damastis was convicted of threats of terroristic acts and has threatened to kill a number of jail employees and staff. He also threatened to kill the wife of a Barber County Sheriff's deputy and state trooper in Elkins. He's described as being 5'8" and weighing 170 pounds. If you see him, you're asked to call your local law enforcement. And let's take a quick look at what our newsroom is working on for tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, more on that manhunt in Boston. We're going to have the very latest from the scene there. Also, how to cope with spring allergies. We talked to doctors about what you can do to stop all that sniffling and sneezing. But not feeling very spring-like out there this weekend. Temperatures are going to be getting cooler and rain moving in. We're going to have a look at your First Alert forecast. That is tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6. Be sure to tune in tonight for 5 News at 6 and 5 o'clock. Until then, have a great day, everybody.